We are staying on top of the developments from the U.S.-Mexico border as outrage grows over the separation of migrant parents and their children.
New today, the former head of the U.S. Immigrations and Customs told NBC News that sometimes these separations are permanent because the parents are unable to relocate their kids. Now, part of the reason for this is that deporting children is considered, quote, a low priority for the courts. So it can take much longer for them to get back to their home countries when you compare it to their parents.
This afternoon, Vice President Mike Pence commented on the zero-tolerance policy.
As the President said today, we want to solve this problem. We don't want children taken away from their parents.
In response to what's going on at the border, President Trump is calling on Congress to change the laws on immigration. Senate Republican leaders say they support a plan to detain immigrant families in custody together to avoid that separation.
Now, the focus lately really has been on those who are trying to enter this country illegally.
But today here in Indiana, 94 immigrants took the oath of citizenship. Kevin Rader found that the path to becoming an American is not always an easy one.
Every American should attend a naturalization ceremony at least once in their life to see a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
This is a great day for all of us.
If I could ask each of you to raise your right hand.
For those who take the oath, and even for those who administer it.
Without any mental reservation.
94 Hoosiers from 38 countries took the oath, including Maria del Carmen Davila, who immigrated from Mexico.
Congratulations.
Oh, I'm happy, very happy.
She told us afterwards. In fact, the entire family was all smiles, and who could blame them?
Maria del Carmen Davila.
After all, this entire process took 20 years.
It's a long time. It's not a drive-through. You know, you can't just get in line and get a card, and it's a long process. It's waiting and applying, and financially also it's expensive, and it's a long waiting period. And every country has different regulations and different categories. So it's been a long time. We're very proud of you.
And they should be. But even in their happiness, they know others are trying to achieve the same goal illegally, and they have seen the uproar that has occurred because of it. It was a point that was not lost on them today.
It's very difficult to see because understanding coming from an immigrant family, being an immigrant myself, now a naturalized citizen, it's a long time, and it's disappointing to see what's happening, but hopefully things can be resolved in a good way that will benefit everyone.
That's the long-term hope. But for now, the Davila family will celebrate their achievement with a kiss. So while this is an example of a family doing it right, it's also an example of a problem. And during a 20-year wait, while certainly admirable, certainly many feel is hardly acceptable when it comes to legal immigration.
Yeah, it's a tough process, but I would say a lot of those people, all those people, felt it's worth it in the end.
You know, I truly believe if you should go to one. Go to one and sit in the back of the room. You'll never regret it.
All right. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
All right. So what are the numbers? Well, we looked into it. Over the past decade, the U.S. has welcomed more than 7.4 million naturalized citizens. These numbers are from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services.